Hey, good. Hello, everyone. It's Jeff Brown. Just doing a quick live stream for album fills. Have some that have acquired that need to get updated. Don't expect anyone to join, just so I could show albums and other stuff. I'm going to start with my quarters. Had a friend that recently passed away. Her name was Holly, and she had some silver, so I bought them off her estate or from family for some mementos. I'll do my Morgan updates later. Got this 1879 O, I believe. Yeah, it's an upgrade to the one I had, so that'll be nice. And then some quarters, which I'm going to put in now. Insert updates. I had my album filled and bequeathed some of these quarters to my wife, Jennifer. So that way I have some open slots. If you want to see when I have someone that gifts me something, or for mementos, I put a little sticker like this in there. You'll see them throughout my pages. There's more stickers, so I've got them in most of my albums. Or if there's not differences, varieties to them. First one's going to be this 45 Philly. I plan on being here long. I think I've already shown this album off, but get in there. 50D. And I made sure the people I subscribe to aren't live streaming right now too, to be nice. Make sure, doubt anyone would have any conflicts. Haven't been on in a long time. But just to be nice. Let's see, this is the '54 Philly. And then this should be the 54S. There you go, there's the mint mark. So I'll put the S in first. And the Philly. As you can see, I prefer my Whitman albums. So this album's completely full. Can't really zoom in. Oh, looks like I have someone here. Oh, geez, I don't even know where the chat is. Let's see. I've got 7. This. Close. I may have to fire up the laptop. Let me fire up the laptop. People are joining. Maybe a few minutes longer than expected. Thank you everyone for showing up. I was not expecting this. So I'll just keep on going through this now until I get it loaded up. Wow, there's a coin there. I promise. Not in advance. Wow, computer slow, everything's slow. Well, that's loading. I'm sure some of you aren't going to stick around long enough for this to load. I'm not sure why it's taking forever. These here, if you can see them, I've got several like this here, 63 Philly. They're beautifully toned. Same thing for this one. I got those off a Big T, Mama T one time. Hey, there's the chat. Down here. Oldest one is going to be the 32s. Those are the key dates. 32D and S. Hello, Nathan. Oh, apologize, I may be butchering some names. Altinkia. Thank you, Nathan. All right. Thank you very much for the comments, Nathan. Much appreciated. Let's get through these. I've got quite a bit to get through and really not planning on being a long stream. And I got some nice shiny ones down here. I'm not sure if you're aware of Joe and Diane Durbin, but I had a lot of these proofs that were missing in my album. So Joe is very good at having odd coins that, you know, most people don't ask for. So I reached out to him and he had all of them. So I bought them from him. I joined the stream just to give a like occasionally. So that's all for the quarters. Let's move on. Oh, thank you for the subscribe. Nathan, I know it's not sure if that was before this stream or not. The latest version. Not sure what you mean. Made last. This is to 1990. So the last one here is 90S. So outside of, you know, they only go up to silver to 64. This doesn't include any of the silver specials, mints, proofs, etc. So then starting here at 1965 going forward, they're all clad, even the proofs. All right, let's move on to the Peace Dollars. This album's pretty much full, at least with the classic ones. You can see here again, I've got my gift coins. So trades, stuff like that. As you can see, I used to have an extra 21 down here, but I'm going to break out this bad boy. I've had this for a while, keep forgetting to put it in. So keep that cert. I'm going to have to figure out what to do with that because I'm not going to be able to squeeze that in my little cert envelopes. And if you're familiar with my channel, oh, thank you, Nathan, or Nathaniel. I'm sorry if you go by Nathan or Nathaniel. Appreciate it. So I got this. I'm going to fill in these extra slots down here with them. I already got my 21. I need to get that moved over. Oh, thank you, Nathan, for the update. And then there's no 22. The 22 did have a commemorative made, I believe, by Fiji or Nui Mint, but it's not from the actual U.S. Mint. So it goes 21, skips 22, then 23, 24. So I got my 24, and then eventually I'll get the 23 to put in there. Didn't want anything graded. If I get them graded, I only go 69. I don't prefer to break out any 70 graded coins. This is you can do it. Get out of there. Spend half my time trying to get this peace dollar out of here. There we go. There we go. Gloves on. Beautiful. I'm just doing the fillies. I'm not doing the S or the proofs for these. Yeah, that's firm. Nothing's ever been in that slot. So. There we go. Yeah. Thanks, Nathan. Yeah, I think this was my first album that I completed for the standard coins. I even held off. I could have done my Roosevelt Dime album early, but I wanted to hold off. So I think it was this. Then I completed my Merc Dime album, but that won't be here today. So just some of the, there's the key date, 21. That was an upgrade. The other one had rim dings, and I sold it. Actually, I didn't sell it. I traded it for the primary payment of a $2.50 gold Indian. And you get the older ones. So these are all the. All right, so that's now on to the Morgans. As mentioned, I got the 79.0. Picked these up in Georgia at a coin shop. I wish I remember the name of it. It's in, it's west of Atlanta, Carrollton, West Carrollton, Georgia. Very nice coin shop in the center of downtown. Very nice people, great prices. So, and I like the 79 reverse. If you don't know the difference between the two, then if you look down here, this top feather fletching of the arrow for the 79, it's going to be slanted as you see it. The 78 is going to be straight fletching, just like all the rest of them down here. So I really like the 79 reverse, so I went with that one. And then I got this one. Got a good deal. They had it there. Needed it for the album. All right. 79, 78, 96. And the I am 46, I think. 46 or 47. It takes me a while to remember. And the main reason I held off on doing this is for these two. If anyone is on Facebook. If you're in the groups, you're probably very familiar with someone named Jake Wright. I did a trade with him for some silver for these. Nice. But yeah, I didn't send him in. He has a lot of nice raw coins, so. But I would assume this ain't clean. You still get that cartwheel effect. That's just. I'll even see it better once I get it out of the plastic. Hopefully it's not just the plastic. If you don't see the cartwheel effect this nice and they're real, that usually means they've been cleaned. And they take off the coating that's on them. Yes, my real name's Jeff. Jeffrey. I go by Jeff. I do need my oldest one. Got my 78 seven-tail or what's this? Seven-tail. Oh no. Guess it's an 8-tail feather I need. I got my 7-tail feather. Let me check. Three, 7, yep, 7. I even got pictures of this, so why I screwed up, got the wrong number, I'm not sure. 3, 4, yep, 7 there too. But this is, you can see here, you can, this is the 78 reverse. You can see this is straight like the rest of them, so that's frustrating. I'm gonna take this. No, that's a VAM. I'll leave that in there. Figure out something to do else with that 78. All right. Thanks, Nathan, for joining. All right. Back to. All right. 79.0 right here. Again with the little pieces of tape in the back. After I get all my coins in, I will go through and show them all. The Morgan album, all 3 of them. Next is 82. This does have 82. All right, that's actually going to complete this page. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't do these often, Nathan, so it's been a long time since I've actually been on Facebook, post occasional video. But if I do, yeah. Right back. Make sure not to touch the coin. All right, let's take a look at this. Oh yeah. Yeah, cartwheels there, that's... That is super nice. Again, I got these from Jake Wright. I'll probably try to tag him in this video later. So thank you much. Beautiful coin. Definitely the prettiest one on that page for now. See how this 84 looks. A little bit of cartwheel on it. There we go. Means there's some marks on the side that may have been very lightly cleaned on the front. It's a little less than the other one, but I'm not complaining. Time to fill this page up. There we go. Yeah, I still say that 82 is the best looking one on that page. All right, let me get... Oh, there we go. Put this up here, a little advertisement for them. So the couple of them other ones, this is where I got it from. Nick Carrollton, Georgia. So good place, good people, nice conversation. One last one, 96S. So that should be in this book. Right there. Yeah, I think that's why I wanted this one, because this is one of my blankest pages. So I wanted, that's why I picked this one. I remember. I know this one ain't the prettiest one, so I don't need to be that careful, but still, the less oils and scratches on it, the better. So 96. S. All right. Hello again, Nathan. All right. All right, let me, as promised on my last breakout video, I would get through and do a quick show of my Morgans. I've got well over half my Morgans now. So, first page, and again, I'm still missing these two. I just got to remember to look at my pictures next time. Yeah, most of these 79s, especially this CC, I bought this at a coin show a long, long time ago. And I mean, I really didn't care the grade. It's definitely got some issues. Later on when I go do upgrades, that'll be one of the first ones. But at the time, I really couldn't beat the price. I think that was like 3-4 years ago I got that. Okay, I got a sheet of paper. I do this thing when I take my pictures too, so that way you can see exactly which ones are missing. So, and a lot of these, when I first started, I'm like, I'll start an album, and I went through and picked out the coal bin at my LCS, and so I've got a lot of upgrades to do in the future, so that'll be fun to get to eventually. I think I should have close, or at least half of my CCs now with those last two I put in. Here's the full page we just finished with the 82 and 84. If not, Jake Wright always has more beautiful raw coins. He's great at getting very nice specimen raw coins. Done a lot of business, so he's very trustworthy. Quite a few missing on this page. And for all of my albums, I'll have this in the back. I just tape this on. This will contain all of my certs for rare ones, varieties, any of them that I had. Sometimes I'll just send them in just to confirm they're real. If I bought them off eBay, you'll get the 30-day. And if you do buy them off eBay and you decide to send them in to verify, even with the rush order, it's very unlikely you're getting them back in 30 days. I rushed 2 Merc Dimes in, and I think I was at the 35, 36 day mark when I got them back. So just be careful who you buy from. Make smart decisions and purchases. I'm just going to set them down. So you can see that 1890S and that 91.0. Oh, terrible. Those definitely would have been out of the coal bin when I first started. Oh, yeah. Probably shouldn't skim over that. There's my 1893S. That was a nice pickup. I got my cert thing in there. That was from PCGS, VG10. I traded a 100-ounce silver brick for that. I got a little extra on top of it too, so it wasn't just that. So I bought a lot of my silver before the spike 3 to 6 months ago. And then probably in November of this year, I cashed some of it in, told myself once it hits 50, I was going to sell some. I delayed on that a little bit, but fortunately it stayed up there, and I've, got no issues with what I've done. And, I probably, if I would have waited, another month or two, probably could have got another couple grand out of the silver bar, but I'm not disappointed in my trade at all. Still very happy with it. So you can see the back of it here. Again, this was a VG10. You can see the S mint mark there. And that's something else too. If you're going to go make your trade, understand there's ups and downs with the market and prices. So if you're going to go in and always be upset that, I should have waited, to get a better deal, then you're going to be disappointed probably a lot. There's always a better deal out there, but sometimes you have to wait on that. Always be happy in your trades and your decisions. Go in and say, if it's going to go up, you know, $10, $20 an ounce here in the next couple weeks, am I going to be upset? If your answer is yes, then it's probably not a good idea to sell. And you could also go down $10, $20 and be like, oh man, I'm glad I sold now. But you can't always count on that. Yeah. It is plan for the worst and hope for the best type of mindset. All right. Just that one and the final one. What I got in here. These are from my LLC. I'll set those off to the side. This album's a little bit worse shape. Some nice ones there. I think one of these, pretty sure it was one of these O's here that I picked up. I know one of them's a semi-key, I believe. That one or one of these three, they're all all four are very nice. And I picked one up, and like I said, a lot of people commented it was probably the better pickup of the bunch, although you can never beat a 93S. And last page. As expected, got all the 21s, some more O's. Still quite a few spots to fill. A lot of fun to be had over the next several years. I mean, not as fun as it would have been when prices were down, but still, nonetheless, you can still pick up decent ones. I'm, $50, $60. I can still find, decent, especially the common date ones, especially when I go to do some upgrades. And that's all I have. Thank you, everyone who stopped in, and anyone that takes a look at this video in the future. Have a great weekend.